inside every breath you breathe. I don't want to live a day without you. I just want to be the one that makes you happy.
Okay, time for me to give my contribution to a question that's running around on YouTube. This is me giving my opinion too. Got cat hair. Anyway, I was watching a video last night by Godless Glenn called "I Would Not Worship God." Yes, I like Godless Glenn. I really like. He's godless. Yeah, and he's Glenn. So for just those two reasons alone, plus he's really, really cool. And I find that he thinks a lot like I do. I agree with him a lot. So definitely, Godless Glenn, go subscribe. But anyway, here's his video. I'm just gonna play it, and you know, this is kind of how I reacted last night. Kind of gonna do a repeat here. Oh wait. I gotta get to the start. Gotta go to the start here. Okay. All right, here we go. You're gonna have that cool spacey music at the start.
This video is in response to Hemant Mehta's video, "Atheists, would you worship God if he revealed himself to you?"
A reader asked, if God revealed himself to the world, would you worship him? Yes. I mean, wouldn't every atheist answer that?
No, I wouldn't. Obviously, I would no longer be an atheist, but I wouldn't worship this God. Want to know why? When I consider the condition of our world, a world full of disease, disasters, death, starvation, and violence, I'd say that God is either A, unaware that we are even here, B, unable to intervene, or C, unwilling to intervene. Either way, I simply would not find him worthy of my worship.
The only reason I don't believe in God, the only reason I don't believe in God is because there's no evidence of his existence.
Same here. I see no evidence for his existence. However, I do see lots of evidence for his
non-existence.
And you could tell me anecdote after anecdote that doesn't count. I've never experienced God. I haven't known anyone who has experienced God and has proof of it. But if all of a sudden that proof was...
Okay, this is, this is just the whole evidence and proof crap. Okay, this is kind of like the video I did yesterday with Bob Stenson. Oh, I just killed my speaker just fell over. I guess that was just too weird for my speaker to deal with. Okay. Watch the video. I don't want to play the whole thing because Godless Glenn has worked very hard on this video, and it's well made and well put together, and you need to go check it out on his channel and then subscribe to him if you haven't already. And anyway, but what he says I 100% agree with, and I honestly don't have much more to offer than what Godless Glenn says, because I agree with him completely, but I totally am right there with him. If God presented himself right now, or if somebody came up to me and said, here's all the evidence that God exists, and I was forced to say, oh, guess he exists, would I worship him? Worship him? Okay, well, it would depend, first of all, on the God, okay? If the God that they're showing to exist was what I call Mother Nature, the spirit, that created the universe and all the beauty and the magnificence and the animals that I love and the nature that I love, I would worship that God with a sense of awe and gratitude, and I'd be humble before such a God. But that isn't the Christian God. And if it was that God that manifested himself in front of me, or if evidence was shown to me that the Christian God was the God, hell no! I would not worship him. I would be like, what the fuck? First of all, I'd be disappointed that the grandeur, that something that could create the grandeur of the universe could be so petty and little, in spirit, so, yuck, or such a bully as to kill his own creations just because he fucked up when he created them. I'm sorry, the God of the Bible, you know, the whole thing about fearing God, that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're like, okay, they're going to make this God is terrifying, and if you don't believe in him, he's going to punish you with eternal torture forever. So you better fear him, and you better be so afraid that you believe him, and you grovel and worship, oh God, please, save me, save me. No, I am sorry, I don't think so. I would not give this God, I in ignorance worshiped this God for 35 some years. Complete ignorance, because I did not bother to read the Bible and read what this thing did and look around me and really think about what this thing does is if it lived, if it existed. Like, you know, talk about negligence. He just sits back and lets all this bad shit happen. And the Christians, well, it's because he can't sit Satan's jurisdiction. I'm sorry, who made Satan? Anyway, no, I would not worship the Christian God if he came to my door and knocked on the door right now. I would not worship him. I'd spit in his face. I'm sorry, he is not worth my worship. He is beneath all forms of worship. He is low, in my opinion, of the two deities in the Bible. He is the evil one, not Satan, and I would not worship him. I would rather go to hell, his hell, that he has created for people who are incapable of believing in him when he doesn't do anything to show he exists at all. I'm sorry, I would rather be there than worshiping this thing that can't seem to get enough worship. He's like, ew, give me more, I can't get enough, stroke my ego. Really? I'm sorry, but what God needs worship? What God needs anything? It's supposed to be God. It's supposed to be perfect. All its needs are met. It has no needs, actually. It's just perfect. And yet this one is like, I need worship. I need constant adoration, or I get pissed off at you. I'm sorry. He's not worthy of a single solitary word of worship. But again, if the God that's been proven to exist is nature, or Mother Nature, or whatever, you know, I would certainly worship that God. But that isn't the God that Christians are trying to put out on people and tell them that they need to believe in this thing. No, their God is the God of the Bible, that they kind of make up as they go. Oh, he is against abortion, even though he commits more abortion than anything ever on the entire planet every single day. Every miscarriage that happens, that's God. That's God, because, you know, everything happens according to God's divine plan. And you know, if nature is actually God, if we're going to give God credit for everything that's natural, then a natural miscarriage is God committing an abortion. Oh, sorry, not going to have that baby here. So yeah, considering how many miscarriages there are, God commits more abortion than anything ever. So anyway, sorry, this wasn't supposed to be so long. I agree with Godless Clan. I would not worship it. Even if it was proven to be true, that is not a God I would worship or give a moment of my time to. I would be like, oh God, I'm really disappointed that this God, this I'm sorry, nauseatingly evil little thing, that this tribal war god that Israel came up with, created everything. I would be disappointed. It would make the universe very small, and I don't believe the universe is small, and it's kind of demeaning, you know, in a way, to try to say that petty, trivial little God created everything. So anyway, sorry, it's kind of jumbled. I just woke up. But thank you, Godless Glenn. You said it so well, and I'm just 100% agreeing with you. And no, I don't agree with this guy, who I'm also subscribed to. I don't have his name up, so I can't say it, but The Quiet Atheist, or I think that's his name. Or The Friendly Atheist, that's it. The Friendly Atheist. I subscribe to him too, but I don't agree with this one video. I don't think that the mere existence of of God would warrant his would justify worshiping him. This God would need to earn the right to be worshipped. He would need to prove himself worthy of worship. And this God hasn't. Not the Christian God. No way. So, anyway, if you've been watching, thank you. I have to get some coffee now. Bye.